Hello everyone, thank you for coming along today. My name's Chris Ballard. I'm from Freedom Drone Racing. What you can see in front of you here is the world's largest and fastest racing drone ever created. Now, some of you will have heard of drone racing, but I'm guessing most of you will not have heard of it. It's something that's been around in Australia since about 2012. And we've been on the forefront of that for a long time now. As you can see here, this is what it looks like for the person who is flying it. You can fly through trees and your local environment at about 100 kilometres an hour. So it's really like flying like Superman. It's taking your dreams and making it reality. There is an issue though. You see, that particular video footage, and most of them, come from aircraft about this size in my hand. At about 100 metres away and travelling at 100 kilometres an hour, you can't see it. There's not a hope. So there's not really a future there for it as a spectator sport. Yes, there is a massive tidal wave happening in the popularity of this sport, with about 6,000 regular racing pilots around Australia alone. What we have done, however, is we've decided to step it up a notch or three. What you see on the stage here is the world's largest, fastest, and most powerful racing drone ever created. Just to give you a bit of an idea of this machine, it can get up to about 250 kilometres an hour. Not just that, in terms of the thrust to weight ratio, it's absolutely amazing. The thing weighs about 30 kilograms. However, the thrust coming out of it is about 300 kilograms. That's a 10 to 1 thrust to weight ratio. Just to put that into perspective, the US space shuttle is about 3 to 1 thrust to weight ratio. So we're about 3 times the oomph of the space shuttle. It's pretty fun. Now, as I said, it can do 300 kilograms of lift. That means it can take myself and a number of other large individuals and put us up in the air pretty quickly. 0 to 100 happens in well under 1 second. It achieves much higher than 9 G's worth of force, whether that be moving forward or stopping. So the potential of this technology is just absolutely amazing. As we move forward, we're really working on the direction that this sport is going. With the smaller stuff here, we've really been working on the safety aspects of that. However, it's a whole different game, whole different league with this giant stuff. So working in conjunction with the Civil Aviation Safety Authority, CASA in Australia, and also the international safety aviation bodies, we're really implementing some of the world-leading safety regulations and programs moving forward. And that's a very, very important part of where we're going. A lot of the stuff that we do deal with here, it really does delve into the analytics, especially of the electronic software. Every single thing is harvesting information constantly. And that's a very important thing as we move forward. This particular aircraft is version 1. We've got our first flight down in Tasmania, an 11 square kilometre poppy farm, in about 2 weeks. So that's our first flight. From there, we're going on to version 2. Version 2 is effectively the same aircraft, but with an improved powertrain. The motors on that have an increase of 180% in power for the cost of 200 grams. So as you can imagine, we're going to get up and going a lot quicker. From there, version 3, which is going to be happening in about 2 months, you are going to see that in the air in Melbourne. In fact, in about the next 6 months, you're going to see that happening off the Central Pier here in the Yarra, just out of the CBD, a few minutes walk from here. That's going to be really where we see the sport going in the coming future. Should any of you have any questions, please feel free to pop round. We're just around the corner here. More than happy to have a bit of a chat about where we're going, the direction we're taking, and happy to field any comments that you do have. Thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate it. I think I've gone under time there. Thank you.